Hey guys, Ryan here, RyTek Marine again. Just wanted to show you today our new Garmin Jackplate transducer mount. It's the RTG 1300. Basically, similar look of the actual transducer bracket is what our transom mount has. A little bit different though. You'll see these little ears with holes put into it. Other than that, very similar looking, but it is a dedicated lower transducer mount. You physically can't use the transom mount on the actual jack plate, just with the details we have here. But just want to give you a little rundown of what this all consists of and how easy it is for installation. Basically, lower bracket, and then you get an aluminum adapter piece that actually is going to bolt to the actual jack plate itself. And then you're going to get another bracket here. This is got a grommet system in it. And then just some other little hardware here, and I'll show you that in a second. So basically, the cool thing about our jackplate mount compared to the others on the market is the ease of installation. And the main reason why that is because we can actually install it and then worry about leveling the actual transducer after the fact, after it's installed. All the other jackplate mounts on the market actually physically require you to know where level is going to be. So you basically have to figure out where your transducer is going to be level, and then either put the actual jackplate mount, their adapter, up on the actual jackplate and then do some shimming, or, you know, it's on a real angle and doesn't look good. We don't have to worry about that with ours. Basically, what you're going to do, you're going to take the adapter, put it up against the transom. I usually recommend about a 1/4 inch space in between the back of it if you can. And then basically you're going to get it nice parallel to the transom. So, you know, if your transom is, you know, you get a bit of an angle, just adjust this here. You know, say you got a little bit of an angle, your transom's on an angle, you can match that nicely. You don't have to worry about having this on a 90-degree angle and then the transom coming down. It just looks funny. We don't have to worry about that at all with our jackplate mount. Basically, just put it up, figure out where it needs to be. Bottom of the jackplate typically goes to where the angle starts there. You're going to drill through where the actual two holes are, two 5/16 holes through the jackplate, and physically through bolt it. If you have no access to the backside of the jackplate, what you're going to have to do is drill and tap. So you'll have to find out the drill size and then get a tap and actually 5/16 tap through there. But typically you can actually drill straight through and through bolt. That's no problem. So once you get it drilled, basically, you're going to put the bracket on. And basically, when you fasten this all down, that's what's actually holding the jackplate to, or the jackplate adapter to the actual jackplate itself. Cool thing, like all our other mounts, is we have a grommet system on there again. So basically, you get it mounted, the bracket's on, you open up the grommet, you slide your cable in through the slot, and then you route your cable up and then put it back through the actual grommet to actually hold it all in place. There's nothing getting caught up, or you don't have to worry about zip tying anything. From there on up, you can fasten it how you normally do up the transom, but in this area, you don't have to do anything. As far, let me just move this paper out of the way. As far as the actual leveling goes, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to take it out on the water after it's installed. Before you go, you're just going to eyeball level with the transducer. You're going to get it pretty close. You go out on the water, fine tune it, just tweak it a little bit if you need to. You know, your arches are bang on perfect. You're getting good side screen images. There's no distortion, anything like that. You can choose to either just tighten the 3/8 nut up solid so it really doesn't move. But, you know, if you ever bump it, it still could move a little bit. Usually, because of the jackplate, you're never going to hit anything with the actual transducer because it's up out of the water. But one thing that a lot of guys don't think about is at the boat ramp, you know, you're back around the motor, pulling your transom saver off or whatnot, and you actually bump the actual transducer. You could deflect that a little bit. And then, you know, you're struggling the whole day because your images are off and you have no idea why. And so that's one thing about actually being able to lock the lower bracket to the upper bracket. So basically, that's what this little hole in the ear is for. Basically, once you get it leveled, you're going to take a little Sharpie or marker, mark that. You can take the lower bracket back off and drill a through hole, 3/16 through hole through that point where it was level, and then just slide the number 10 little machine bolt through there and physically lock the two brackets solid so it can never ever move again. And you'll be good and solid there, and you'll have no issues ever. As far as one other cool feature with our Jackplate mount is it's fully reversible. You can run it on either side. You can also, if your Jackplate is open in the center, I've had actually guys that mounted the actual Jackplate bracket inside the Jackplate. So basically, you had the Jackplate, the transducer, more into the center where you're getting perfect side screen shots because you're in the center of the boat. It also works really well because it's tucked out of the way and everything's good there. So I have options with this mount. You can run it 4 different ways if you wanted to. Be no problem at all. So key features, again, you basically bolt it up to your transom, make sure that everything's nice, parallel looking, and looks really good, and then you actually adjust for level. So that's what the main advantage is to our Jackplate mount. And like I say, I've sold a lot of the Lowrance ones. I've had them out for almost 2 years now. Guys love them just for ease of install and adjustment, and then physically being able to bolt it down after. You don't have to worry about shimming or anything like that. So if you have any questions about it, just jump on the website. You can send me an email through there, message me through the YouTube page here, or Facebook or Instagram, of course. And like always, you can give me a call anytime you want. Just grab my number from the site and just shoot me a question. We'll go from there. So that's the new Jackplate mount for the Garmin. Thanks a lot, guys.